taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
But yeah, and then next weekend we have again one card for next weekend too. But it should be it's a significant card of sorts because it shows the return of one Danny Swift Garcia.
Your favorite fighter.
Oh, your favorite fighter and Pete's favorite fighter. Me, I just talk about him when I need.
One of our favorite fighters.
Was that?
One of our favorite fighters.
Oh yes. One of your favorite fighters. One of Pete's favorite fighters.
This nigga, you be putting him like you the motherfucking favorite fighter. Like I'm damn texting King Pete like, dude, you go into his fight? Like, come on. Like we planning shit. Like, no, nigga.
And now he's making his 154 debut against none other than one-time prospect contender, now question mark, Jose Benavidez.
Now one of Crawford's better opponents at welterweight.
Yes, someone, we'll get to Garcia and Benavidez in a moment though, but there are two other fights on the undercard. Both of them are pretty good. The opener, from what I understand, is going to be someone who I've said was the truth and is the future of 140. Gary Antoine Russell gets back in the ring, finally, after being the first man to stop Victor Postol. Although, truthfully, the stoppage was probably a little fast. I'll admit that.
It was generous.
Yeah, it was generous.
The stoppage was fine to me.
But he was winning the fight.
Like I said, but I was fine with it, and like I said, I still put respect.
It was more like of a stimulus, like they gave him a promo code stoppage.
Right.
We've had so many more questionable stoppages that I'm not going to complain about.
Right.
He's probably my favorite from 140. I think 140 is deep. I think he's one of the best out there in 140.
Yeah. 140 is.
Shout out to Joshua O.
Danny down by 4 rounds on Scorpio's card, Garcia. Joshua O knows.
I'm infamous.
Joshua knows.
You already know.
Yeah, no, but and I'll definitely tell you my thoughts on that fight. So, like I said, it might surprise people, but
by the time we done talking about the undercard, you'll have the Benavidez Jr. winning. And at this rate, you got him down by 4. Shit.
You guys think Gary stops Francis?
Oh yeah,
yes.
Francis Bartholomew.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Francis Bartholomew. Now, obviously, if we're talking about Cuban fighters that we all despise, the Bartholomew brothers are a perfect example of them. Like they're the perfect. I think they're probably the prototype to the new Cubans, the ones that come over. Like we've had Cuban fighters, they come over here, they function for a little bit on a high level, and then they just drop off. Like they drop off like a cliff, and they don't really regain form. The Bartholomew brothers are ones that just, they hot and cold type of shit. Hot and cold.
Nah, I actually liked Francis. I liked Francis at 130 and 135. Nah, I don't think he was trash. He was solid at 130.
He never looked impressive. Like he was mid as
Yeah. His brother was getting upset by Journeyman, and his other brother was the one that was getting his ass beat by Eduardo Ramirez, and that made me happy because his whole family was just like besides themselves for him for losing as bad as he did. But I couldn't stand the Bartholomew brothers because everyone, them niggas would come in the ring. Well, yeah,
they just had ugly styles. I hated to see him punch.
Yeah, they're just boring, clothed.
Yeah, Rancis used to have his
too.
Rancis used to have his fucking Woodstock from Peanuts haircut. It used to piss me off, and he used to color that shit like purple and shit. That's like the fuck are you
I don't
doing?
know what type of nasty ass, full force house party one ass goddamn haircut this motherfucker would
I'm
be
saying
on.
like what the fuck are you doing? Like you try to be colorful shit, nigga. Punch somebody, nigga. What the fuck is you doing? Like
and then the whole just aimless movement around the ring,
right?
Like oh my god, like just an eyesore to watch.
I can remember a whole bunch of his horrible some of this.
And he's had so many horrible fights in the past, like. And he's been on TV so long.
Yeah, he used to be on TV a whole lot, like especially when PBC kicked off.
And they never hit him like Rigondeaux. They stayed putting this nigga on TV.
Right.
And he was just as boring, maybe more boring.
Right.
So that's the sad part about all this.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he had his moments and everything like that, but it was just like,
his damn relic, he was always getting decisions.
Yeah, I think the relic fight is probably the only fight that I remember that was like a fight of the year type of kid. The first one, at least, not the second one.
I mean,
Robert Easter?
Relic made him dig deep.
Did he fight Robert Easter and get a draw?
Yeah, he did fight Robert Easter.
Another horrible fight.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was the last time. Yeah, that was probably the worst fights I ever saw in my life.
Yeah, and I seen Bird touch a sleep. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that fight was.
This fight was so bad. God damn.
Yeah, that fight was. I think that was the last time he was actually on TV. That fight was so piss poor. I couldn't believe. Like it was. That was one of the few times I actually felt like, yo, why did I even watch this? Like, why did I even stay up to watch this bullshit? Like I actually felt like I committed a crime against myself. Like I could have been reading a book or something, getting my knowledge up.
Yeah, you.
You know it's bad when Victor Postol has a way entertaining fight because he was on that card too, and a way entertaining fight than he did. Yeah, but Bartholomew, like, so now that he's on TV again, like I expect 140 Gary Russ, the future, or Angry Fist as LB has dubbed him, to do work, and I think he should get rid of him in probably maybe 5 rounds.
I want to see pure Angry Fist, like. Yeah, I need to see like a special like a Tekken 7 combo Angry Fist level 3 type shit beating.
Yes, sir.
He should be his ass.
What rounds we talk about though, fellas?
Round 3.
I can respect that.
I'll say 4, like Chris Webber. 4.
Damn.
What about Pete? What about you?
I was gonna say 6.
No. Okay. Well. At least we all agree.
So you want to see him get tortured? Okay.
So this is not going to distance. So this isn't going to distance then.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes past 6 rounds, that means Bartholomew was probably got on his bike and is running for his fucking life.
The thing, I think he's gonna get on his bike, to start off, and just eventually he'll get caught. Yeah. He'll fall off the bike, Peter Griffin style.
Because Gary's got like 14. Because Gary Antoine's 14 for 14 with knockouts, man. So he's 100% KO ratio.
Dude, gonna get it so fast.
Yeah, and he should be, and Francis has never been KO'd before, as far as I know. His brother's been KO'd, but his other brothers been KO'd, but he hasn't.
No, he hasn't got.
Well, now the cipher will be complete.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Knowledge and understanding. I understand that.
Damn, it's gonna be like a Debo knockout, like one of those, like that's why you got knocked out like your fool ass brother.
He's got 15 wins by 15 knockouts for Gary.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be 16-0 with 16 knockouts, and I can't wait. And then we have in the co-main we have one Adam Konecki coming off, 2 horrible beatings. And they are horrible against faded fighters. He shouldn't be losing to against Robert Helenius. So he'll be in the ring. Now, I really wanted to see him against Chisora, and truthfully, I thought he should have taken the Chisora fight because he could have at least gotten the name and a little recognition over.
Nah, we needed Chisora to beat Pulev, so we good.
Yeah, I guess that's the consolation. But with Konecki,
I mean, we needed Chisora to get a win more better than Kalnaki, man. I'm just saying.
And I can't disagree with you on that.
If we would have got the first Parker win, I wouldn't even be saying that. But it's like the boxing guys was like, "Damn it, Eddie! Like, can we give him one?"
Yeah. I honestly, I can't even disagree with that logic. It's sound, bro. You're talking absolutely, like, you're right. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like Koneki's opponent is someone that doesn't really impress me all that much, because just to the fact that we saw him fight earlier this year. Ali Demirizan, he fought Gerald Washington on the Ortiz Martin pay-per-view, and he stopped him, but he was losing on 2 of the cards. So it's just like you having a close fight, and it went to 8. So it's just like, you see that, and he didn't spectacularly stop. Usually, Gerald Washington, when he gets stopped spectacularly. In this case, Washington, he hit the wall and just couldn't really continue because he was so gassed. But so Kaneki, he has a guy. Now, Kaneki should not lose to this guy. If he loses to this guy, his career is probably over. Because you can't, because all those years, because I used to harp on dude used to come in the ring 250, 260s, is the thing to do, and
not even be swole,
yeah, dude should be no more than probably maybe 235 or something like that. Dude should be low and effective,
especially if you're not lifting no weights, man.
Yeah. So it's what do you do? So you're just eating and fighting. That doesn't. You gotta have some conditioning. Some people are old school like that, but you gotta have some sort of conditioning, and especially you gotta have some sort of defense, because you can't be winning. Him and Areola, had a punch fest, and Areola landed 300 something punches on him. You can't do that. Heavyweights are not known for high work rates, but when you have Areola getting 300 punches on you, something's gonna go. And that's what Helenius.
Well, heavyweights back in the day used to throw some hands. It's these damn lethargic fucks now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they made Ariel look like a punch god in that shit, because Ariel he threw 1,100 fucking punches and landed 300 of them on him. That's insane. You shouldn't do that. But he paid for it though, because you even from Ariel, you can't take, he has power. You can't take 300 punches from dude, thinking that you're not going to get cracked permanently or something like that. And Helenius got rid of him both times after that. So yeah. If Kaneki wants to actually get some sort of momentum, he has to body dude. No decisions, none of that shit. No sweet science other than move your head. You gotta body this dude. Hopefully he does, because like I said, Demarezen is not that impressive to me. I think I've only seen him in two. I've seen him in two fights. This and the Ajaba fight, and he took Ajaba the distance too. But Ajaba at least won pretty wide on that one. But yeah, this fight should. You hope that Kaneki can knock him out. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to make a fight prediction on that. Other than if he loses, it's pretty much over. Where the fuck is he going to go? Rematch the dude again? Try to get back from that? Nah, that's not.
I mean, you may as well at this point. Shit, I feel like Mikey should have got a damn get back. And he just retired.
And that's also true. But at least Mikey, became a champion and already beat good champion fighters. This dude at least has the Martin win on his record. And that's pretty much about it for that. So
I don't know what's a motherfucking mind to just walk away from an L like that.
Hey man, when you're in it for the money and shit like that, and and the zone is paying you $8 million or whatever the fuck to fight these fights, you gotta pay more, and I'm pretty sure Sandor Martin would be ready to fight, but I don't think the zone's gonna be ready to give this nigga another whole million.
Mikey should be able to. Mikey should take that fight for just $250,000, bro.
You're right too.
That's some shit you host on the Quincy era or some shit, man.
No, you're right though. But
you attach that fight to your niece's birthday or some shit. You just get the fight, bro.
He should, and yeah, but like I said, Mikey's you know what? I can't keep up with all these slick, fast moving Euros out there. So I might as well just.
I can't be bothered to win 6 rounds out of a 10-round fight. That's what you mean.
Also true. Oh man, Mikey, and then Kaneki would just be in the same boat too. It's you might as well. If you lose, you might as well rematch him. But at least I guess I can see the matchmaking there, because like I said, it's heavyweights, so there's a high chance that you might get an entertaining knockout of somebody on there. So I get the placement of of having that fight on there. So I'm not even mad at it. But yeah, Kaneki has everything's on the line for Kaneki on this fight. And then we have the main event.
Yay!
The main event. Danny Swift Garcia making his 154 debut against Jose Benavidez. Man, if you fights that have we asked? Did we ask for this fight? No, not really. Could Danny fight a better 154 opponent? I'm not talking about a contender, but a better fighter to at least
Okay, give us an example. Who?
Huh?
Give us a name.
I don't know. I'm not thinking. 154 is a deep division. I'm pretty sure. I'm not talking about.
I'm saying, but give us a name. If you're gonna start talking shit, give us a name.
Well, shit, nigga. Let me finish talking shit.
No,
Exactly.
Give us a name. Like
he doesn't want to talk shit. He just wants to talk shit.
Yeah, like
let me talk my shit. But yes, he could be facing someone who's actually a 154 pounder or someone that didn't. Well, this guy didn't even fight at 154 in his last fight, if I'm not mistaken. He fought at 160. But he fought. Benavidez is not that guy because he's not a guy at 154. He hasn't done anything at 154, and his last time out. What was that?
He got a gift his last fight.
Yeah, last time out he fought a journeyman, a real life journeyman, a real life jobber, and
some would say both have received a gift from a certain fighter. Same year, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but Benavidez was worse because Benavidez looked horrible. His leg was dragging, and it's a shame too that bullet in his knee, pretty much finished his career, and he still wants to continue to fight. But when you have a journeyman that was not affected by him, a journeyman that outworked him, everything about that, and you needed a PBC draw, you got a big problem. And and then this is the person that I think I guess Danny was like, you know what? Yeah, Danny needs someone that he can knock out. He can knock out Benavidez. There's no question about that. And that's my own prediction. Ain't no fill out the scorecards. I'm expecting Danny Garcia to body Jose Benavidez. And I said by 5. Benavidez can't move around the ring. This is one of the few times that Danny Garcia has the footwork advantage. Can't move around the fucking ring. He's dragging his leg. He doesn't have any power above 147. He couldn't bother a journeyman. This is a fight. This is a showcase fight that Danny has to Ain't no decision. It's a 12 round too, if I'm not mistaken. So ain't no 12 round decision. None of that bullshit. He has to body this dude and then keep it moving. Now, Benavidez, one thing I've noticed that both guys seem to actually be in really good conditioning for once. Danny seems to be ripped, and so does Benavidez. Now, if Benavidez had 2 good wheels, I would be calling for the upset, just because I feel the need to do that a lot with Danny Garcia. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't, but it's all in good fun. But yeah, we can't have no 12 round. Ain't no Ivan Redcast type of performance. He has to get rid of dude. If Benavidez, because I know Jose Benavidez, for the most part, he's infamous for going into the 12th round with Terrence Crawford and getting knocked out there. But for the fact that Benavidez did actually box pretty good and he did give Crawford trouble, and Crawford took him that late, but Crawford closed the show. That gave a lot of people a lot of ammo against Terrence Crawford.
Oh my God! Y'all gave him way more credit than he deserved.
Is that
after 4 rounds, Crawford basically picked him apart. I'm tired of hearing that.
But I'm saying, is that his claim to fame?
That's what they keep saying. Every single time Crawford's resume comes into play, Benavidez's name gets picked up, and that's the shit that they always say.
I say Porter. Porter's not good.
No, but everything it says whoa, Benavidez, so he went to the 12th. He's he kind of struggled with Benavidez.
And
I see him get Jeff Horn more love than the Benavidez win.
Jeff Horn is he was ain't shit anyway, but
he never
what? Benavidez Jr. He's the Theo Fane for Broner. That's what this fight is. It's a fight where somebody got their ass whooped, but the haters give them more credit than they deserved. Just like niggas with Theo Payne. Broner beat the shit out of Theo Payne.
And you know what's funny too? Theophane almost beat Danny Garcia on the cards. That's another interesting thing too.
So really bring it all together.
It's one of those rare. It's one of those real things because it was early in Danny Garcia's career. But Theophane came very close to handing him a loss on the cards.
But I mean, Danny's power never translated really from 140 up to 147. You know?
Yeah, that's the big thing. And that's where Danny's career went downhill. Like, I mean, 10 years ago, he was getting pound for pound looks after he beat Matisse. And I acknowledged
because at 147, Danny had to box more. Someone like that has to set up his power. So
Granados and Rios knocked out. I told you he was knocked out at 147. I think.
Yeah, that's somebody he let his hands go in uninterrupted.
Mr. Big Puncher Connor Ben didn't do that to Granados.
Exactly. But who did it? Danny.
Yeah, but
Mr.
the problem,
football player, running all around the ring. Sean Porter didn't do it.
And Broner struggled with him, but the thing is though, that's brought up as his highlight of his 147 wins, and then you have pretty much the top three on his side, all handing him losses.
He lost to all the guys. On top.
Thurman put his foot in his ass for
the Porter fight. Yeah, Porter fight.
Porter outworked him, and Spence coming off a huge car accident put hands on him. So it's just like, what can you do after you have the three? And the only person left that was Crawford. When Crawford, that was a fight they didn't want, even though Danny was like number 1 and number 2 for the WBO, but Danny has a thing about the WBO belt, so it's whatever. So yeah,
why would he take that? He was already in line for the Spence fight, or whoever won the Spence Porter fight, he was in line for. Like, a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, he ducked Crawford." Like, no, he didn't. Get the fuck out of here.
That's like the nigga saying Bradley ducked Amir Khan for the Pacquiao fight.
Exactly.
Like, are we really gonna choose?
So it's like, but I mean, but of course, like no one really wanted to see Danny face Spence after that. Like they all wanted, Spence Crawford fight was now. It's like they wanted that, or Spence Thurman or something like that. But yeah, Danny kind of interjected himself into a fight that no one really wanted. But when we got it, he got his ass whooped. So
what the fuck interjected? Everybody looked at it as like, yo, this is a respectable return bout for Spence. Like,
well, it's respectable. I mean, I even said on the podcast because we didn't know where Spence was physically, because Spence
exactly. So why put any extras to it? Like,
that was the problem. But it's like no one really wanted, because it was happening. Because what is it? Because I even said it too. If Spence is not diminished, he was going to beat Danny. Like that was it. And even then, Spence didn't even look all that hot in that fight, but he still beat the shit out of Danny for doing it. So it's like, but then when you have all these,
it wasn't a no walk in the park for this nigga, but yeah, he won.
Yeah, but I mean, now when you have all these high profile losses, you can't do anything at 147. Like you're it's like, what do you gotta do? Stick around and fight B's and C levels, fight faded version of Rios or fucking or another red cash ass type of opponent. No, you got to go up. But 154 is a different animal. Now it's like, I mean, obviously, the WBC already started, ranked them already high, and he hasn't had a one fight at 154 yet. He's already like 3 or something like that, something from bullshit like that. And Benavidez, as far as I know, is very much unranked. So you can tell that they're gonna move him occasionally. Now, I mean, now the future may be, hey, he may snag a vacant belt, if Jamel Charlo lets them go, and truthfully, and it'll be kind of bullshit because I'm like, you know what, you should actually try to beat him, but we'll see how that goes. But
that's a money fight. Charlo and Danny, that's a money fight.
It probably is, but the question is, would that actually be made? Because I mean,
why wouldn't
that'd be a trash?
Why wouldn't it?
I'll be honest.
What'd you say?
That's a trash fucking fight.
It would suck for Fundora.
Dude, trash fucking fight, dog. And I'm a fan of both dudes, but look, no one wants to see a male who only fights once a year waste that fight against Danny Garcia when you got niggas like Fundora, Charles Conwell, and all types of other monsters at fucking 154. So yeah, that's a trash fight. If Jermell Charlo showed that he's capable of fighting 2 and 3 times a year, then hey, fight's cool. But nah, if we're getting one fight out a year, look, we getting the Tszyu fight. The fight after that need to be Fundora. Then you do what the fuck you want.
Right.
So don't sell me on anything less than Tszyu, Fundora, then Danny, whoever else afterwards.
Well, he still has that
Charles
IBF
Conwell.
mandatory, if I'm not mistaken.
The who?
IBF mandatory too. I forgot what the fuck is his name.
Who that?
What's dude's name? I think it starts with an M.
Madrimov?
Oh, not Maxwell, but I mean, because I think because Charlo has mandatories. He has the IBF Mando, and he has Zoo, and he has he has a couple of mandatories he has to get, which is why we complained about Charlo not
Fundora,
facing
basically.
until January.
Murtaziev.
Yeah. That guy's been on undercards, on the non-televised undercards, just waiting for a shot.
He's the next man. He's the next, and he's been waiting longer than Zoo.
Yeah, then Zoo.
So,
We've been not knowing about his ass longer too.
And don't Fundora got the fake WBC belt too. Like
Fundora is the man. Is the man.
He's a WBC manager, basically.
Honestly, I feel like Fundora's like the people's mandatory.
More deserving. He's more deserving.
He's out of everyone at 154. He deserves the most.
Right, but Danny Garcia obviously can come and upset the apple cart with can actually obviously he's gonna have.
It just don't even seem like a big like a money fight. Like that's a money. If that's a money fight on some damn Chad Dawson go down to fight fucking Ward for damn $600K.
That's a good payday for Charlo.
Really?
Not $600K, but like Danny Garcia is good. Like that, he'll make good money.
So what would he get? So what is this good payday for Danny Garcia? Is he getting like $5 million for that?
I don't know.
$5 million. But I can see him getting. I mean, I can see Danny getting 1.5, 2 mil
against for Charlo.
That's what Danny would get.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny gets that. Don't he get that now? Like,
Danny got a great chin.
No,
Charlo might crack him.
He didn't get. He got. I think he got $1 million against Spence.
Yeah. Okay. That's on point.
So $2 million against Charlo is pretty good. $2 million.
So what's happened from he could? So why would he get a whole extra mil for the Charlo fight? Like what has he done since then? And who is this payday for?
He still has a name value. Well, we gotta see what he does. We gotta see the numbers he does.
I'm just trying to see how this is even a payday for anybody. This seems like a random side thing.
Wait, are we being serious? Like people haven't done their best numbers with Danny. Like Thurman didn't do his best numbers with Danny. Porter did great numbers with Danny. Like all the people that fought Danny did great numbers with Danny.
I'm looking for
that seemed like years ago. Like
that's what I said. I mean, I said we'll see what the barometer is from how the numbers are for this.
And I'm thinking Charlo's already like above Danny. Like Danny would be a payday. Like Charlo's a payday for Danny. Like not the other way around to me, but maybe not
for me. I mean, not for me. I feel like this is. I mean. It's
so
a payday.
The undisputed junior middleweight champion needs a payday from Danny Garcia. That's what y'all niggas are saying.
No, it's a payday and let's be honest. Charlo's winning that fight, so it's a payday with a fairly easy. I don't want to say easy, but
it's a showcase fight. It's a showcase fight.
Not really a showcase fight, but Charlo's went through the whole.
But hold on. So it's not a showcase fight, but Charlo's winning and he's supposed to get like an extra type of bag. Ain't that a showcase fight?
If
I don't think Danny Garcia.
Not in the traditional sense. Not in the traditional sense.
I'm sorry.
See,
I don't
what
think
would
Danny
happen-
wants to fight Charlo.
Now,
bro.
it would only be that way. Like I said, it all depends on how Danny operates at 154. Like let's say if Danny is out here getting decisions against people like I said, Benavidez. If he gets out here getting decisions about Benavidez or not knocking him out or struggling, it's gonna lower his value. He's not gonna get no million if he, if he.
I'll tell you this. I'll say this.
Danny always gonna clear $1 million.
I'll say this. If Danny knocks out Benavidez and then knocks out Harrison, or even just beats Harrison, I have no problem giving him the Charlo fight. In my mind,
the beat Harrison's a big ask.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like if he were to fight Harrison
and anybody beat Harrison right now deserves
a big fight though too.
If Charles Conwell was to beat Harrison, then I'd be saying him and Fundora need to fight.
I wish
Charlo.
Conwell was on PBC, dude.
Who?
Charles Conwell.
Oh yeah,
he's got probellum problems.
He's
we don't
stuck
mention
on probellum, no man's island.
yeah. That's the unfortunate.
Him and Regis can fight in the same lunchbox.
Shout out to Sonny.
Oh man, though. But regarding the Danny Garcia Benavidez fight, so what round are we thinking this fight is going to end? Since I think all of us are going to pick Garcia, and I already said this shit should end in 5 rounds.
Garcia,
I think
my bad.
I think he stops peg leg in 8. I'll say 8 rounds. I think the leg will work for the first couple rounds, and then he's going to slow down tremendously, and Danny's going to be catching him. I think we're going to see a more aggressive Danny. I think 154 will be good for him in certain ways. I think we'll see him be more aggressive at this weight. So
aggressive because like I said, he's fighting bigger fighters or even harder punchers. And Danny's chin and that's the only thing I meant is super elite about because he's been tested. It's going to be tested at 154.
That's true. Danny's not really a small guy though. So it's not like yeah, all those other guys are bigger, but I don't think he's like completely undersized at 150.
Yeah, but the problem is like his power.
It's more a height thing for Danny. Like he's not a small guy. Trust me, he's not a small.
Yeah, you've met the guy.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like height wise, like that's the only thing you'll really say. But as far as like stature, physical frame, like he's not a small guy. Like clearly, like to me, like he was definitely bigger than like a Devin Haney.
Yeah,
and Devin Haney is somebody who I feel like is a decent sized guy too.
Right.
Like he need to be at 140 by now.
Yeah.
And like Danny, you could tell like he was eventually gonna always go up to 154. So it just dudes gotta adjust how they fight. Like when Danny moves his hands, he puts he gets the most out of his skill set. That wait and see counterpunching shit was perfect at 140. But 147, 154, the bigger guys, you gotta break them down a little better.
Well, that he can't be getting hit with jabs.
that's gonna be the only thing is that like the biggest issue that Garcia is gonna have at 154 is dealing with guys that are so much physically stronger than him. Because that was one of the things he said about Spence is that Spence was so strong physically, and all those guys at 154 are probably just as strong as like physically strong as Spence. Some of them are stronger to me.
Right.
That's gonna be the issue.
Right, and like I said, then that's where we see what's going to happen. How it's going to operate because, like I said, Benavidez he's not punching hard at all, and like he doesn't seem to, but he is, he seems to be, he's a big guy because all the Benavidez that him and his brother are both big guys. If they don't train, like, I was still.
So we're gonna see a decision fight then.
What's that?
So we're gonna see a decision fight.
Yeah, I think Garcia on points because even though wishful thinking is a knockout, like I just think his power never translated. I know Benavidez like struggle, but I don't think Danny's gonna knock him out. Maybe he'll drop him, but
the opportunities will be there.
It might be like a 12 KO. Yeah.
What KO?
like a 12 round TKO.
Yeah,
or
maybe like
shit.
10.
Okay.
Or 10
Ella, what you
maybe a
saying?
good
12 round
decision.
TKO.
Huh?
I said, Ella, you saying 12 round TKO.
Ain't it? Oh no, it's 10 rounds or 12.
It's 12.
12.
Sure.
Okay, so 12 round TKO or some shit like.
No, I thought you were probably taking shots again.
Shots at who?
The whole Crawford shit mentioned 12 round TKO. I was like, that's a wild round.
Nobody was thinking about Crawford. You were reaching there.
Dude, like no one's fucking thinking about Crawford. Like nigga, like jeez, like the fuck.
You know, but yeah, like I said, this is a fight that I do expect. Benavidez should, just off the fact that he's not 100% in his legs, should fall down.
Yeah, you're not giving this dude
rocks
any credit at all. So if Danny beats his guy ass for 12 rounds and he don't stop him, I know you're just gonna be talking shit. So like,
yeah, I'm gonna talk a little shit.
Yeah.
Now, if Benavidez actually gives him a hard time, then I'm gonna talk shit. If Benavidez
but
somehow,
keep in mind, Anthony Joshua still has to fight this year.
I know this.
Benavidez won.
Just remember that shit. Nigga.
Yeah,
Remember that
and I will be giving a prediction of the fight as I have no silent protest against anything that
I fucking bring PJ back for that one too, nigga.
If Benavidez won, would it be over for Danny?
No,
No.
it'd be over as a main event.
Man, event level.
If
Yeah.
Benavidez
He had to run it back. That's a immediate run back.
That'd be a run
if
back.
Benavidez wins, then they have to run it back because else Danny Garcia is probably going to.
And and if he lose, Danny has to lose in a Fight of the Year war, or he gets like an Andre Berto Soto Carras injury.
Right.
Those are the only scenarios he could lose, or because a headbutt cut is same type of shit. So yeah,
Right. Yeah,
it would be somewhat acceptable where you could be like, okay, run it back, but okay.
Yeah, but if Benavidez is out there like boxing this dude set up for 12 rounds and wins, then this shit's probably over.
Benavidez can nowhere be on no boxing this dude head off and throwing lead left hooks and looking like Perella and shit. Like,
right, yeah.
like nah.
I'm just trying to find some odds on this fight. So it looks like so Benavidez is a 2-1 favorite, plus 200 to win. Draws plus 1900. Garcia is negative 100. It looks like something like that. Yeah. Not bad, I guess. I actually thought it would actually be a lot wider, but
This nigga disappointed.
who knows? But like I said, this is a fight. Yeah, Danny, this is a showcase fight, and Benavidez. And now, obviously, Benavidez loses. He probably should retire. As in, like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, be a paid jobber? Like, nah, bro. Like, you got to get yourself respect. Like, your leg is not what it used to be. Retire before you get serious injury. So, but unfortunately, I will not. I don't know if I'll be watching this fight live since I will be away. So, but I've already promised if I hear that Benavidez gave this guy trouble or he wins, that LB will probably hear it from me that particular night if I'm not.
I'll turn my phone off. I'll get everything later and be like, oh, Danny Garcia must have fought. Right.
Yeah, but outside of that, it should be a decent triple header, and then the prelims has the return of two fighters that are probably at crossroads. One is Sergey Derevianchenko, who's probably looking at probably the end of his career if he loses again, because that'll be 4 fights in a row. And then we have J-Rock, who's supposed to come back as well.
Hold on, are they fighting each other? Like, what is this?
No, I wish if they were fighting each other, I'd be like, God damn, someone has their matchmaking hat on over there. But no, I think they're both fighting different people.
Yeah, how much lower can you drop the comp for these niggas to win?
Yeah.
I mean,
from a unified champion on the prelims that quick, that's fucked up.
That's what I'm saying.
I like J-Rock too.
I mean, we all saw J-Rock's last fight. Like, dude wasn't supposed to lose that one at all.
Did.
Like J-Rock, like honestly, it's one thing to lose to Rosario. At least Rosario is a big punching Dominican. It's another one to get hands put on you by someone that you have a higher knockout KO ratio than, and then damn near on your way to being stopped in the final round. Like, you know, yeah. So yeah, J-Rock. I don't know what the fuck happened, and that was his first fight back with Bread, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was still a close fight, but he lost, and it was a hard fight because he looked good the first half,
but he hit the wall. Like, I don't know, like,
and dude was competitive the whole fight with him. It's just once he hit that wall in the middle of the fight, it's like dude just started beating his ass and like with all types of punches.
Right.
And it's crazy because dude has, like, he throws the type of combination that you want from like the prospects like Flores and Vargas. That's the crazy shit.
Right. Yo, that must be.
I mean, I guess, you know, somebody's not a Flores.
I'm saying, right? He just came out there as soon as that name got mentioned. Oh,
no defense.
But yeah, J-Rock though, like, I mean, J-Rock, he like.
I mean, are they fighting anybody that's good?
No, they haven't announced it. They haven't announced this fight yet. Who he's facing? He's just on there.
Oh.
It's TBA for now, but you know. Usually if it's like that, they're either trying to find. I mean, and honestly, they need to probably find a light touch for him, a soft touch, because, yeah, it's like, you know, something's got to happen, because that was really unacceptable. Like how he lost the way he did. It was a close fight. You're right, you know, but yeah, he shouldn't have lost that fight.
I mean, shit happens, yo.
Yeah, but Derevyanchenko though, yeah, he has to be careful because dude is 36. He's had tough fights. Like, he wasn't. I didn't think he would have lost his fight against Adames, because I don't think that high of Adames like that. And you know, he couldn't even get the nod against him on that. And he's already had a hard fight with Charlo, and he had a super hard fight with Triple G. So it's like,
I wish you was running Munguia career, because you would have had him fight Adames.
Right. Yo, but the person that he's actually fighting is Joshua Conley, and Joshua Conley, you know, he's not overly special. I mean, he's known for being Curtis Stevens' last opponent. I think he whooped him over the distance. He didn't stop him, and Adames and Jarek have both stopped him in the past. So that's where, you know, that's the type of opponent for Derevyanchenko. That's what he got. This is a guy that Derevyanchenko should actually beat. Now, but like I said, if he doesn't, then Derevyanchenko should probably someone should pull his license.
Are those untelevised or on YouTube?
Yeah, I think the prelims are on YouTube. They're definitely gonna televise Derevyanchenko and J-Rock fights.
Shit,
for
sure.
sure.
Man.
Yeah, and Vito McNucky's on there too. So yeah, they're definitely gonna televise those prelims.
Okay, y'all make sure y'all hit me up with a link then. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the PBC YouTube channel, bro. All you have to do is
tell me when the time starts.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think it's like 7 or something like that.
Nigga,
yeah,
that's
so
like that's Saturday. It's like a whole 6 days. There's so much shit gonna go on before then.
Well, it's the only card on Saturday, so it's like, yeah, just. I mean, we're all sub to the PBC YouTube channel, so I'm pretty sure the notifications will just come. And I know it comes on my phone; it just pops up. Like, hey, this is about to start in a few minutes.
I get a random notification. They just ain't gonna be like, "Hey, man, check this out." J-Rock is fighting.
I mean, I get notifications for every single time they do anything live, so it just pops up on there. I see it in my notifications. So, but yeah, no,
IT nigga nerds.
Nigga, it's just more. That's how this shit works, bruh. But yeah, but it should be, like I said, it should be if anything, you know, it's a watchable card. It should be entertaining. You know, like I said, you know, this, you know, like I said, there's plenty to pick from, especially, you know, going forward for futures of certain fighters. You know,